It's fucking confused since I was a kid. So like 40 million records, people forgot what I did. Maybe this is for me, maybe I'm supposed to go crazy. Maybe I do it.
Well, that was a spectacular entrance for a promoter. We saw Prince Nassim on a magic carpet once, which was the best we've seen for a fighter.
I was trying to explain to a fighter last week that promoters don't just fall out of the sky, but I guess I was wrong.
Totally wrong.
There comes Gamboa, the former Olympic gold medalist from Cuba, who first began his professional career in Germany and then came here to the United States. Unbelievable hand speed, remarkable athletic quality. Has been knocked down 5 times in his career.
Yeah, but you forgot to mention his economic outlook on the world and his ability as a financial expert for himself, because last spring he walked out on a fight with Brandon Rios, for which he was to get over $1 million, by far his best payday. He is getting $50,000 for this comeback fight, trying to reestablish himself.
Small difference, $1.3 million, 50,000. What the heck? He was convinced by others that the Rios fight was not the right choice for him, or he was convinced that it was time to change promoters. One thing led to another, and there have been 14 months now of inactivity since Gamboa's been in the ring.
And it's not like he was guaranteed to be a star despite his the excitement he causes in the ring. He is a Cuban defector. None of them have really made a strong statement in the American boxing presence. So now he has to almost restart his career.
And now here comes Farenas, another Filipino southpaw, this one from Manila. Unusual career, 33 wins, 3 losses, 4 draws. He's trained by longtime Manny Pacquiao associate Buboy Fernandez. And just as was the case in the preceding fight for Hesta, Farenas' job is going to be to try to get inside on Gamboa, pin him to the ropes, and hammer him to the body. Tail of the tape now for Gamboa and Farenas. They're fighting in the 130-pound weight class, and you can see that Gamboa unofficially has gone up 18 pounds overnight to 148, as opposed to 14 pounds overnight to 144 for Farenas. Equal in arm length, virtually equal in height. 2-year age advantage for the Filipino fighter. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, this is the co-featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Top Rank Boxing in association with SMS Promotions. Sponsored by La Cerveza Tecate, along with Wonderful Pistachios and Cinemax new series Banshee, Smart Communications Philippines, the motion picture Django Unchained, and Telcel America. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this contest will be Dick Houck, Robert Hoyle, and Glenn Trowbridge. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, referee Tony Weeks. And now, on the line, the vacant WBA Interim World Championship. 12 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing yellow and officially weighing 130 pounds. His professional record, an outstanding one. 33 victories, including 25 knockouts. He has 3 defeats with 4 bouts even and 1 no contest. From Manila, the Philippines, here is Michael Farenas.
All right, boys.
And fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with blue and white, official weight 130 pounds. This Olympic gold medal champion has a perfect professional record consisting of 21 fights, 21 victories, including 16 knockouts from Guantanamo, Cuba, the former WBA IBF featherweight world champion, El Invicto, El Ciclón de Guantanamo, Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Okay. Okay. Un trainer, the trainer.
Got mouthpiece?
Okay. Okay, gentlemen, caballeros, you already received your instructions. Usted recibió instrucciones. Okay, right here is good, anything below is low. Aquí está bien, aquí no. Right here is good, anything below is low. Aquí está bien, aquí no. Keep everything above the waist, de la cintura para arriba. I want a good, clean fight. Yo quiero una pelea limpia. Obey my commands at all times, above all, protect yourself at all times. Escúchame, cuídate, listos, let's go.
By the way, to continue the story from before, Brendan Rios is now on the very short list of potential opponents for Pacquiao, while we see Gamboa here trying to re-kickstart what has been a very strong career, both as an amateur and a professional.
And meanwhile, across the ring, yet another of those unforgettable boxing political juxtapositions, as Mitt Romney has now met 50 Cent. 50 Cent, whose signature album was Gonna Get Rich or Die Trying. Mitt Romney, who got rich and is alive and well, now acquainted with each other. So while it may have been an uneventful undercard in the ring, outside the ring it's been very eventful and fun to watch.
Boxing brings together strange bedfellows, always.
We see the hammer Farenas with a set of Pacquiao-like calves. Let's see if he has Pacquiao-like skills and power.
Boy, he does have those Pacquiao calves, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
That must come from Muay Thai, because most of the Filipino boxers start out in Muay Thai, as did Manny Pacquiao, and Muay Thai requires very strong legs.
Well, he didn't talk. His verbal character was much like the guy in the last fight's boxing character. He was very, very quiet, but he seems to have somewhat of an assault in the ring.
One word at a time in our fighter meeting yesterday, Farenas. But he's way more active in there than Hesta was, as he starts off against a very fast mover, Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Oh, that body shot hurt him. That body shot hurt Farenas.
By coming into the ring tonight at 148, 148 for a 130-pound fight, it means that Gamboa is going to continue to go northward in the divisions.
I had heard at one point he called out some welterweights, so that tells you that he's not planning on just staying at 130 pounds.
Well, if he goes to 135, here's a case of a fighter who might be fast enough to find Miguel Vasquez.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be able to find him or not, because you can't just find him with your hand speed. You got to have some feet to find him.
Round one of a scheduled 12 between Gamboa and Farenas.
You mentioned the knockdowns he has suffered as a pro, Jim. That's why we see him trying to be a little bit more cautious than the whirlwind he originally was.
His handlers would describe all of them as carelessness knockdowns. But carelessness is not enough of an explanation when you've been to the canvas 5 times in 21 fights.
Well, he better not get careless with the hammer, because the hammer seems to be throwing a real hammer at him tonight. There's a 2 or 3. And don't throw yourself in. Grab him, step back, and throw him. All right? He's going to throw that left. He's got to go in on the left. Careful with the hand. Okay, don't despair, all right? You throw your left hand, and always on your left foot on the outside so you can go out. So you're in position, all right?
Well, there's been a fair amount of true blood in the first 3 fights between Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez, and true blood is amply represented at ringside here tonight. Alexander Skarsgård on camera there. CompuBox numbers in round 1. Gamboa 5 of 54. Farenas 4 of 24. That may sound like a dreadful round, but compared to some of the others we've seen here tonight, it was a festival.
The kind of busy, fast-handed fighter that Gamboa was when he defected to the West was very unusual, coming off the Cuban amateur program. But now he seems to be reverting to the Cuban style. His knees were buckled just then.
I told you last round he better be very careful coming at the hammer, because the hammer is throwing a real hammer at him, and the hammer just hurt him.
And Gamboa showed you something which has typified his career. When you hurt him, he wants to fight back immediately. Sometimes that helps, sometimes that gets him in bigger trouble. Good body shot by Farenas. Now Gamboa is starting to land and find the target.
Well, that shot apparently woke him up.
He goes to the body. He stopped Farenas because he hurt Farenas really bad with a good body shot. You also have to remember that he's been inactive for 15 months.
I think he looks rusty. I really do. I think he looks rusty. I think he looks inefficient. He's throwing punches that have no purpose and have no chance to land here and there.
And it's a fighter trying to change styles when he's 30 years old into being more of a cautious boxer puncher, which is really hard. And remember, he had hired Emmanuel Stewart to join his team for the Rios fight.
Yes, and then that association fell apart as time went on. Tonight he's being trained by his father, Carlos Gamboa.
Oh, good body shot.
Body shots indeed by Gamboa.
Oh, goodness.
This time Farenas takes him pretty well and comes back.
Yeah, the hammer's really dropping some hammers at him now.
Firing the straight left.
He better be very careful not to get caught or countered with that left hand after his right hand.
Now, Farenas is a guy who is a natural conventional fighter, natural right-hander, fights in a southpaw stance, because he discovered, he says, that he had enough power in his left, and he liked having that strong hand, the right hand in front. Down goes Farenas. On a combination by Gamboa. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Come in. Okay. Here we go.
5. Second time in his career that Michael Farenas has been knocked down. And Gamboa did it with a flash series of punches.
Okay. Wala to. Off balance. Basta mo sulod ka, mag-close fight mo, sarado. Pag mo street siya, very body.
Here you see Gamboa starts with a combination of punches, followed by a left hook, a short chopping right. Then his next chopping right lands right on the chin, and I think it caught Farenas when he wasn't ready for it.
Now, that last punch of the combination opened the safe.
Yes, and it wasn't that hard of a punch, but I think Farenas just did not see it coming.
Music, no bass.
Absolutely right. CompuBox numbers in round 2. Gamboa 20 of 62, Farenas 11 of 38. 19 of Gamboa's 20 connected punches were power shots.
Maybe that works. Watch your head.
All right, so already one knockdown for Gamboa.
Lights, camera, and finally action.
Farenas has landed a couple of good shots himself.
Farenas does not like those body shots, though.
You think 50 cents Taylor made this outfit for Gamboa?
I don't know, but I know Farenas is in trouble again. And Farenas has a cut over his right eye.
Probably the product of a punch. I haven't seen a butt. And Gamboa's fast hands have been known to cut opponents.
There was a butt.
There's the butt.
That got his other eye.
Yeah, it did.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
And now I think he's bleeding from both eyes.
And Gamboa sees and smells blood.
True blood.
Stop.
Hard left hand by Farenas. Gamboa drops his hands and looks to fire back. Now moves away.
The blood coming down.
Another hard left hand by Farenas.
The blood coming down both eyes. He better do something pretty quick.
Yep. Farenas seems to feel the clock is ticking and he wants to make his move.
But it's almost as if Gamboa doesn't know what to do when he sees both eyes bloody. It's like, well, what now?
Good straight right hand by Gamboa right on the button inside.
Good body shot.
Stop.
You can hide a bantamweight inside of Gamboa's trunks. You could bring reinforcement into the ring.
Love Gamboa's body attack tonight.
Fighting smart, despite the 14-month layoff. Left hook by Gamboa. Round 3 comes to a close. Last night, here in Las Vegas, Mike Tyson hosted a benefit for homeless school children in Las Vegas. There are 6,000 of them in the Las Vegas school system. Mike has taken that on as his cause. Held a benefit party last night called Mike Tyson Cares. They auctioned off some of his boxing memorabilia. One of his WBC championship belts went for only $5,250.
Muhammad Ali recently got $350,000 for 2 different sets of gloves.
Here you see Gamboa as the guy come out of the break, Farenas. He hit him with a headbutt right on his eye, but it didn't cut Gamboa. It only cut Farenas. Once again, another headbutt. Gamboa attempts a punch this time, and they collide again. And for the second time, Gamboa did not get cut. Only Farenas did.
How do you make sure that happens, Roy? How do you make sure that the other guy gets cut?
Gotta be luck.
It's pure luck, isn't it?
Luck of the draw.
Punches in round 3. Gamboa 19 of 44. Farenas of 6 of 32. Virtually all of those were power shots. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, I'm going to 3-0, 30-26, Yuriorkis Gamboa. You know, Jimmy, you've got to give him an extra point in round 2 because he knocked him down. When you knock a guy off his feet, you're entitled to an extra point. And
another headbutt, too.
Jim, if I can continue, Yuriorkis Gamboa, when he gets you hurt, generally speaking, he jumps right on you. I mean, he's got that ability. He knows when his opponent is hurt, and he will fire a lot of punches when he gets the guy hurt. 3-0 Gamboa.
Right when Farenas hurt Gamboa, they had another clash of heads. Now the eye is bleeding profusely, and I think it's starting to affect him a little bit.
Well, that's one consequence of a conventional fighter turning southpaw.
Farenas lands a wide winging left.
Yeah,
Gamboa steps back.
Yeah, Gamboa may knock him out, but this kid is really hurting Gamboa a little bit, Jim.
Farenas lands a straight left shot up the middle. This is going to be an interesting test for Gamboa if it goes rounds. That was a big shot by Farenas, and he catches a Gamboa counter left hook, but keeps on coming.
He's trying to treat Gamboa like a nail.
And Gamboa's taking really good shots.
Blood over both eyes has turned Farenas into a much better fighter. Focused. Long right hand lands for Gamboa.
You wonder, Jim, Gamboa out of action for 15 months, comes in at 148. How hard did he have to work to dehydrate?
One thing's for sure, he did it properly, or he would have not been able to gain that much weight back, because you can't eat 18 pounds worth of food. You can't even eat 10 pounds worth of food. So he did the dehydration properly.
Now, you gain all that weight by putting glycogen fluid into your arm through an intravenous. Earlier tonight, referee Kenny Bayless offered pre-fight instructions in Manny Pacquiao's dressing room. Let's take a look at that.
Now, when you're working inside, if the heads are coming close, I'll give soft warnings. Say, watch your heads. If the punches are going a little flat, I'll say up, keep the punches up. If the fouls continue, when I give a hard warning, that means from that point on, I'm going to start deducting points. If I feel that the foul is deliberate, I don't have to give any warning. I take up to 2 points off the score. Now, when you're working inside, Manny, if one glove goes under the arm and the same thing happens with your opponent, I'm going to just let you guys work out of the clinch.
Robert Guerrero, along with his wife Casey, seated at ringside. Guerrero basking in the glow 2 weeks later of his thrilling victory over Andre Berto in Ontario, California, in what was a grueling, vicious phone booth fight, a war fought along the ropes. Not the fight we expected to see, Roy Jones, but one which Guerrero fought brilliantly.
Fought very brilliantly, a fight that I think probably will be a candidate for Fight of the Year, and it's one of the best fights that I've seen in quite some time. I gained a lot of respect for both fighters, but even more respect for Andre Berto, who I knew was a good fighter, but I didn't know he had it in him like that.
You mean Guerrero?
You know, both. I knew Guerrero had it in him like that. Berto showed an exceptional heart to stay in that fight, and he got cut in the first and second round.
There's no doubt about it, but he was a natural welterweight who didn't take the natural lightweight's punches as well as the natural lightweight took the welterweight's punches.
That's true too, but the punch that hurt him actually was a thumb. That's what put caused him the abrasion on his eye, and he gave a hell of a performance.
I agree.
After having that, that's what I'm saying.
Meanwhile, we've got a fight breaking out here. In the fourth round, Gamboa was 14 of 27 in power punches. Farenas was 11 of 23. It was a very good round for the Filipino fighter in comparison to the previous rounds. And they've already traded some hard punches here early in this round while we were discussing Guerrero Berto. So this is getting better as it goes, and Farenas in particular is getting more comfortable, even though he's got blood streaming from outside both eyes. Round 5 of a scheduled 12. Gamboa's comeback fight after 14 months off.
Pretty brave, 12 rounds right off the rip.
Keep him up, baby. Keep him up. Come on. Come on.
Gamboa grabbed onto Farenas and held him after a body shot. There's another body shot.
Those are excellent when a fighter has been laid off for quite some time.
Gamboa says, I'll throw one of mine.
And that's when you know you got the guy's attention, because he answers right back with a body shot.
Ooh. Stop, no.
Gamboa backing away from a Farenas straight left. Comes with a couple body shots of his own.
I don't like Gamboa in the southpaw position here. Because if he gets caught trying to throw his left and Farenas throws overhand left, that's going to be a problem.
So Gamboa listens to Jones and steps back into his conventional stance. Good hard left hand by Farenas to punctuate the round. December 15, 122-pound doubleheader matchup from Nonito Donaire against Jorge Arce and Guillermo Rigondeaux against Punsawat Kratandingim. And beginning on Christmas, it's 5 nights of HBO's Best of 2012. 7 memorable fights, including Mayweather Cotto and Chavez Martinez.
Approach it, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Just follow with the left. Go for the gut. Shoot your left.
And with true blood flowing from outside the eyes of Michael Farenas, there's Joe Manganiello, another of the members of the True Blood cast, pointing to his dad standing next to him. Punches through 5. Gamboa 72 out of 255, and Farenas 41 of 161. Stop. Gamboa with a 12-9 advantage and landed punches in the 5th round. And now we come to the 6th.
And I wasn't saying nothing bad about Carrera. I was just saying that I already knew Carrera had that type of a heart. I didn't know Berto had one that goes that deep as well.
I caught the point. No question about it. Of course, you know, Berto went down twice but went the distance against Ortiz in the fight of the year in 2011.
That's exactly right. And very rarely do you see a guy come back and display that same amount of heart.
And he did.
Even more this time.
But Guerrero looked like a new force in the welterweight division, and that's something we'll be covering in the months to come, as he keeps trying to talk his way into a Floyd Mayweather fight.
Well, he deserves it. He was a champ at 3 weight divisions. Why not?
I'm with you. I think he's earned the shot. What do fighters do as they wait for the main event, as they prepare for their big moment on the stage? They watch the fights. Manny Pacquiao, with his eyes on his countryman Michael Farenas and former Cuban amateur star Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Good shot by
Great
Farenas.
timing by Farenas. And Gamboa's punches, to me, Roy, seem to be losing a little snap.
No, they're not losing snap, Jeff. What he's doing, he's throwing 2 or 3 to try to set up the big shot.
Okay.
He's putting power on the big shot. He's just not landing right now. So he's getting a little winded, but he's being very smart about his attacks. See, right there, those are touch punches to set one up. He sticks the easy one out there, or 2 or 3 easy ones, then he bangs with the 4th or the 5th one.
That's something we see Rigondeaux do all the time.
That's exactly right.
Another former Cuban amateur star.
But that's not what got Gamboa so much attention from the boxing world. This kind of boxing, occasional punching, posturing. This is not the Gamboa of a year or 2 ago.
Use your jab. Use your straight. Put your head. Move your head. follow up.
He see Farenas coming in. He just can't seem to avoid that headbutt. He got a headbutt coming in and a headbutt coming out. He's just having bad luck with headbutts tonight. As you see him squinch, now the cut will start bleeding again. Vaseline in one eye, blood in the other. He's just having a tough night with the headbutts.
He's had all the bad luck. Two pretty powerful headbutts, and in both instances, it was Farenas who was cut, not Gamboa. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, so I got it 5 rounds to 1, 59-54. Yuriorkis Gamboa. He's just landed too many clean shots. Farenas
touched his glove to the canvas. That's a knockdown for Gamboa.
4, 5, 6.
Second knockdown
7,
of the fight.
8. Come to me.
And Gamboa came out this round like he intends to get him out of here this round.
Yeah, it was like he trained in the first half of the fight. Now he's starting to fight.
You better be careful.
Stop.
And you were saying that Gamboa better be careful because he's swinging wide, trying to nail Farenas with these big shots, and he's leaving himself open to a potential counter left hand.
Wide open with his hands down.
Why wasn't that a knockdown?
No contact to the face.
He hit him in the head, didn't he?
No.
Gamboa has taken some good shots from a fighter with a reputation as a puncher.
The nail has taken the hammer pretty well.
Farenas had 25 knockouts in 33 wins coming in. Okay, so equal time. You saw what Manny Pacquiao was doing. Here's what Juan Manuel Marquez is doing. And even as he warms up, Marquez too occasionally glances at the monitor to see what's going on in the fight. Manny Pacquiao is still watching this fight and has not yet been gloved up. Marquez has the gloves on and is warming up. Manny is smiling as he listens to us discuss him watching the fight. Hello, Manny. Which do you think is better, Roy? Warm up like Marquez is doing, or watch, relax, and stay in your own comfort zone the way Pacquiao's doing?
Well, we already know that Pacquiao is just being Pacquiao. It's different strokes for different folks. You know, Marquez is serious. He's really getting to it, so it's best that he does what pleases him. Good shot by
that chopping left hand seemed momentarily to wobble Gamboa.
And we know Pacquiao going to do what pleases him, which is relax and take it easy.
Michael Farenas has been down twice, but has by no means given up as he continues to stalk Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Go close to him.
Paspasan ka niya sumbag, di ba? Ayaw sabay. Paspasan ka niya side saka. Ayaw tanding sa ring. Paspasan ka niya. Ilogi ka ang tanding mo sa ring.
Don't go. Don't get far out of the ring.
Paspasan ka niya sa ring. Patunga sa ring ka.
Stay away from the ring.
And this right here, where you see the referee did call this a knockdown. The reason he called this one a knockdown was because after the straight left hand, Farenas' gloves went down and touched the canvas. If the gloves touch the canvas after there's contact to the face like that right there, that is a knockdown.
That was it. CompuBox numbers in 7. Gamboa 15 out of 47. Farenas 10 out of 40. Gamboa 10 connects in the first minute, 4 in the second minute, 1 in the third. In other words, he slowed down considerably as the round went on. But he did score the knockdown. So he's well ahead on the scorecards in all probability as we arrive at the 8th.
No.
One-hand tackle by Farenas.
Don't do that. There you go.
Tony Weeks, another excellent Nevada referee, has a really good reputation.
Another hit, but I think if Farenas' corner was smart, they'd advise Farenas to go to the body because Gamboa can't move the head as much or as quick as he can move the body.
And he has thrown some effective body shots earlier in the fight. But in the last couple of rounds, he's been headhunting after landing a couple of big shots that might have given him reason to believe that he was going to get at Gamboa and perhaps hurt him. Sometimes working to the head is fool's gold when the body is there to be had. There's a good shot. Excellent body shot by Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Oh, good overhand. He hurt him. Good shot. Say he just laid that overhand out there then. If he saw an opening after that, he was going to bring a mean left hook, but he didn't see an opening, so he didn't throw it.
What is Gamboa's identity as a fighter as you watch him, Roy? I mean, he's doing so many different things here. I don't know how to categorize him. Is he boxing? Is he a boxer puncher?
Exactly. He's a boxer puncher. He's a guy that can box, that can move, that can slip, that can make you pay off for the counter. But he also is a puncher because he has one punch knockout power as well. So he's really the definition of a boxer puncher. He has short arms to be a boxer, but the Cuban style is box first.
And would you say that the key to being a successful boxer puncher, if you've mastered that craft, is to know when to box and when to punch?
That's exactly right. The only thing he doesn't get right is he's not sure when to defend. Because he fights with his hands down like this most of the time.
Yeah, he's a loose-armed, hands-down fighter.
Right. But as far as the boxing and punching goes, he totally has that down pat. He probably had tons of amateur fights to get it down pat.
Watch out with this punch. You gotta move to your side. Okay, to your side. You gotta bring your right hand up too. You gotta bring your right hand up.
I've mentioned both of these figures before. Irvin Magic Johnson, seated at ringside, giant boxing fan here for many of the big fights. Meta World Peace, not all that far away from Irvin, and unlike 50 Cent, who met Mitt Romney because Romney was right in his path as he walked out of the ring and he couldn't possibly have missed him, Meta World Peace got up, went around several rows, circled around a whole group of people, covered quite a bit of distance to make sure that he could shake hands with Mitt Romney.
I don't know if this is a political or post-political opportunity for Romney, but if he's not a boxing fan, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
This is not the night to come.
Not the night for a novice to be dropping in on the sport, right? Not so far, anyway. We've still got a main event.
I'm sure he's been to some boring political events as well.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, if you can't be a politician without having to endure them.
So this is what you'd call a rubber chicken event, right?
A little bit of torture, yes.
Left hook by Gamboa.
Stop.
So at this point, Roy, Farenas is just hoping Gamboa will make a mistake and provide him with a miracle opportunity, right?
Exactly. That's all he's doing. Hoping he'll either make a mistake or that he can land the accidental hammer, as he calls himself, and get him out of there.
And now Gamboa backs him into the corner, and Farenas starts to wobble, and Gamboa is making constant contact here.
Oh!
And down goes Gamboa.
Just
on
like
a
I told
straight
you.
left-hand counter.
Just like I told you.
You said exactly what was happening. He left himself wide open for the straight left-hand counter, and Farenas took a shot.
And had he gone to Farenas' body, he would have stopped Farenas right there. But he wouldn't go to the body. He kept going to the head and allowed Farenas to throw a headshot back.
And now Gamboa reaches out and holds on. After Farenas landed a right hand and a left to the body.
Farenas described himself as quiet and dangerous.
Said that let his hands do the talking. But Gamboa's back now.
That's the 6th time in Gamboa's career in 22 fights that he has tasted the canvas.
And you know what's going to happen then, because he's going strictly to the guy's head, not making the guy cover up or not going to the guy's body, making the guy use his hands for defense. One shot to the body, and Farenas never would have thrown that punch.
You know, Roy, he made his reputation in which his offense was his defense. And now he's trying to dial it back a little bit, and he's really not seasoned at doing that.
And now the crowd has something to sink its teeth into. First time all night, as Farenas gets the shot knocked down against Gamboa.
Let's go, you okay? Okay, well, let's go. That's it. You give it to him with his leg. You gotta bring your right hand up.
Here you see Gamboa on the attack, throwing mostly headshots, not worried about himself. And there comes an overhand left out of nowhere, and down he goes. Once again, an overhand left came from out of nowhere. He was not ready for it. He never thought Farenas was going to punch back.
Crunch. Perfect shot for Farenas. Power punches in the 9th round. Gamboa 12 out of 35. Farenas 7 out of 30. The one that mattered was the left hand you saw right there that put Gamboa on his knee. Now the fight is marginally closer as we go to the 10th.
Remember that Gamboa has had 2 knockdowns.
Harold, how do you have it now?
Jim, I've got Yuriorkis Gamboa with a good-sized lead on the scorecards. I've got it 7 rounds to 2. 87-81 Yuriorkis Gamboa. You know, it's interesting that knockdown in round 9. Not only did he hit him with a great left hand, he kicked him right in the stomach. Anyway, Yuriorkis Gamboa landed a lot more harder, cleaner shots. I think he's winning the fight 7-2 Gamboa.
Stop.
There's no doubt he's winning the fight. No doubt he's still in full control. And there's no doubt that you didn't expect him to get knocked down once because of the way he was attacking. So I think he's okay. I don't think he has nothing to be fearful of.
I think he thought he was about to finish the fight.
He was. He was just 2 body shots away from it, Jim. Had he taken his time, threw two body shots, it would have been over with for Farenas.
And it looks like he may trip over his shorts the way they're descending. And he's trying to pick him up right in the middle of the round.
I always thought the best knockout finish of recent years was the way Kelly Pavlik went at and took out Jermaine Taylor in their brilliant fight in Atlantic City. And Pavlik showed you a textbook demonstration of how to put in the 2 body shots in that rally that made the difference and meant that Jermaine would not be able to get up after he went down.
He couldn't retaliate because those body shots deposit something that does not allow you to retaliate right away.
Taylor had put Pavlik down with a brilliant headshot earlier in the fight, but didn't have the same awareness of exactly how to finish. Now back to this fight. Another straight left hand for Farenas. And again, Gamboa leaving himself wide open with his hands down. Suddenly, Gamboa puts his right hand up next to his chin for the first time all night, as if to say, okay, I get it. You're a left-hand puncher.
Maybe you can punch a little bit.
What a compliment that was.
Oh, good hook by Gamboa.
Closing seconds of round 10. Great insurance body shot by Gamboa. Earlier, Larry had a conversation with Juan Manuel Marquez in the locker room, probably more serious than his little tete-a-tete with Manny Pacquiao. Let's take a look.
Juan Manuel, there is a sense among many people that this fight is like a crusade for you. Is that fair?
Bueno, sabemos de lo que ha pasado las tres peleas anteriores, es por eso que esta cuarta se está dando y se está dando con una buena razón.
You know, we know the reason. We saw what happened in the last three fights, so that's the reason why we're having this fourth one. Obviously, there's a good reason we're having this fourth one.
So you feel that you can correct what you think is an injustice here tonight?
Esta noche.
Para eso venimos, preparamos para dar buenos resultados y sabemos de que tenemos una pelea difícil, pero venimos a ganar a como de lugar.
That's why we're here. We're here for good results. We know it's a difficult fight, but we're here to win no matter what.
Do you think that people will start to think that whoever wins this fight won all of the other fights?
Esta pelea ganó las demás.
No, yo creo que las que se quedaron, las tres que hicimos se quedaron ahí, pero yo creo que gane esta va a ser justificable y va a ganar el mejor simplemente.
The three are in the past, but whoever wins this one, the best man will win, and that's justifiable. That's it.
He seems to get an edge because he is more dramatic. Do you have to do something dramatic to get the edge?
Yo creo que lo dramático es hacer un boxeo con inteligencia, un boxeo con agresividad, que es un punto muy importante para esta pelea.
The most important thing is doing an intelligent, aggressive boxing, which is the most important thing for this fight.
Thank you. Good luck.
Meanwhile, we're in round 11 of Yuriorkis Gamboa in the red, white, and blue trunks against Michael Farenas of the Philippines in the gold trunks.
Every time Farenas hits Gamboa with a good body shot, Gamboa comes back and returns the favor.
You think he needs reminding?
Every now and then, Larry. You know, if it hurts me, maybe it'll hurt him. Just every now and then.
Pretty good crunching right hook around the top of the head by Farenas. Gamboa's remarkable hand speed allows him to throw many more punches than does Farenas in most rounds. But then sometimes Gamboa walks around and takes time off.
A good right hand by Gamboa.
Farenas trying to set to throw a power shot, and Gamboa just keeps tapping him with the jab, ruining his timing and forcing him to set up again.
Throws it off every time.
That's very professional stuff when you do that.
Very good stuff.
You don't have to throw those jabs hard, you just have to time them right. You can even tap the man on the shoulder. It'll do the same thing. It messes up his rhythm.
Totally offset everything that he's thinking about doing. Good hook by Gamboa.
Over and over and over, you see Farenas set up, try to set his feet, get ready to throw something. Gamboa reaches out and taps him off balance.
And the referee should do something about this tape, but maybe he's waiting until the end of the round.
Great left hand lands for Farenas, not a big one. 1 round to go. Beginning on Christmas, it's 5 nights of HBO's Best of 2012, 7 memorable fights, including Mayweather, Cotto, and Chavez Martinez. January 19th, Boxing After Dark returns with a triple header among the fighters featured Orlando Salido, Mikey Garcia, still unbeaten, and Triple T, Gennady Golovkin, also unbeaten, punching sensation of the middleweight division.
Over his, just over his, what allowed to get it. You're gonna give me your hands up. Finish off strong.
CompuBox numbers entering the 12th. Gamboa, who landed 20 punches, to only 5 connected punches for Farenas in the 11th. Overall has landed 147 to only 84 for Farenas. He's also knocked Farenas down twice. Farenas got 1 knockdown against Gamboa. It's been far more entertaining than the other 2 fights we covered on the undercard. And there's a nice little pop inside by Farenas. Gamboa holds him on and pushes him off.
And Gamboa has shown superb conditioning, Jim, because he's taking some big shots and bounce right back like it's nothing. So he seems to be cutting out of.
No.
Yeah, he has a cut over his right eye. His left eye.
Yep. Gamboa badly cut, it appears, over the left eye.
Stop.
Cut would seem to be in the eyebrow near the nose, meaning the blood falls into the eye.
We have 3 cut eyes now.
1 to go.
3 of the 4. So at least we know we had a fight this time.
That's right. Although, of course, both cuts on Farenas' face are from headbutts. And the one on Gamboa's face might be just as well. I didn't see Farenas land a right hook that would have caused that cut.
I didn't either.
My guess is it's a butt.
Let me ask you, Roy and Jim, given the expectations of Gamboa, how do you think he's performed here tonight?
Jim?
Well, I give him a C or a B. I mean, I think the 14 months off are a big factor, and I'm with you, Larry. I think he's constantly searching for exactly what his identity as a fighter is. I guess I'd give him a B in that he has pretty much dominated a reasonably good opponent. How about you, Roy?
I give him a B because he's dominated a pretty good opponent, a guy who's pretty much a knockout artist, which is what you don't want to see him fight against too often. But with 15 months off, he came in and took good care of himself, fought a superb fight. He boxed, he punched, and I don't think he's really looking for his identity. I think he has it.
And it can't be an A because he got knocked down.
Exactly. But that's Gamboa.
That's right. 6th time in his career, despite the unbeaten record.
Stop.
I think that the opponent, given the expectations of him, comes off with higher marks than was expected. Put it that way.
No.
That's about the 4th time in the last 5 rounds that Farenas has been on the canvas and Tony Weeks has ruled it a slip or a push. But it shows you that he's tiring out. His legs, despite all that musculature, are not all there anymore. He's taken about 170 punches from Gamboa. Most of them are power-type shots. At the end of the day, another representative win for Gamboa. Let's take a look at the 3 knockdowns in the fight. Round 2. Michael Farenas in the corner. Gamboa catches him with a quick right hand amid a flurry of punches, and Farenas goes down. Round 7. Another flurry of punches from Gamboa, and Farenas touches the canvas with his right glove. Knockdown number 2. And then round 9, at a moment when Gamboa thought he was about to finish the fight, flurrying against Farenas on the ropes. Boom. Tremendous left-hand counter shot, reminiscent of Michael Benton against Tommy Morrison in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Gamboa was down. Unlike Morrison, he didn't stay down. Harold Letterman has it 116-109. Harold, who are the 3 official judges?
Okay, the 3 veteran and minor officials. We should have a good score here, I hope. Dick House, this guy has been judging since 1992. He's a very steady judge. He worked closely down at Eric Morales. He had that a draw, but he didn't sell us. He's a good judge. Robin Hoyle, real nice guy, terrific judge. Was a fine service fan. He just worked working down over Robin Marroquin. Did a very nice job there. Glenn Trowbridge, also from Nevada, judging since 1994. Unfortunately, he had that real fight, which is real should have won.
Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official scores on this one.
From
from the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Robert Hoyle has it 117-109. Dick Houck 118-108, and Glenn Trowbridge 117-108. All to the winner by unanimous decision. Now the interim champion, still undefeated, El Ciclón de Guantánamo, Yuriorkis Gamboa.